Behold, the Book of Dragons. What? Oh, apparently legal says that I can't say that, or I'll get sued? What does this world come to? Oh, right. An end. The Book of Giant Winged Reptiles, then. Learn about the dangerous green dragon, or the deadly red dragon, the lethal black dragon, or even the Roxo Esconder Oro Borogudo. Hello everyone, and welcome to the show. My name is the Hybrid Fox.
The landmass east of Anglius' southern tip is the land of Elorr, and home of large reptilian creatures referred to as dragons.
Alright, we're talking about this today. In Benta's landmasses and oceans, I mentioned that Elorr was home to dragons, and in this video, I will talk about them. But before we begin, most dragons can be categorized into 5 groups: worms, amphitheres, wyverns, drathals, and drakes. Worms are large dragons without limbs or wings, slithering on the ground like snakes. Amphitheres have no limbs, but any number of wings, usually only having 2 though. Wyverns are bipedal dragons with 2 wings. Some species even use their wings as front limbs to walk on. Drathals are 4-legged dragons with 2 wings, and drakes are the same thing, just without the wings. There are also sea serpents, which are aquatic dragons that might be worms, or maybe amphitheres. Because its fins are kind of wings for the water, that one's still up for debate. Those were all the dragon categories, so let's now talk about the most common dragons. The green stinger is among the most common dragons of Bennta, found on Elorr. They aren't very big and are basically drakes with how bad their wings are for flying, making it hard to escape from predators. But to defend against their predators, they spew a searing flame. Most dragons have the ability to spew fire, but the stinging heat of the green stinger is unparalleled for a dragon of its size. How dragons spew fire is a little complicated, but it goes something like this. Dragons store methane, a highly flammable gas, at the back of their throats, and then release it when needed, setting it ablaze with an electric spark. Another common dragon that lives on Elorr is the Red Torture. It can spew fire for much longer durations than the green stinger, allowing the Torture to raze villages with ease. Next, we sink underground to the lair of the Black Torture. Not that kind of torture. Yeah. The Black Torture is a large wyvern that lives in caves almost anywhere on Bennta. With its massive wings, it can cross oceans and get to wherever it pleases. The caves are where it makes its lair, but making its own caves is the rockworm. The rockworm is rather large and uses powerful jaws to carve through the underground to find prey. Ironically, most of its prey lives in the caves and tunnels that it creates, such as the glowworm, which lights up caves with an array of colors while hanging from stalactites. Residing in underwater caves under southern Elorr is the Vanishing Snappet. The Vanishing Snappet lives in the deepest, darkest water caves on Bennta, and can also be found in the deepest parts of the ocean. Its body is nearly fully transparent, with huge eyes for seeing in the dark, and a ghost-like appearance for hiding in barren darkness. The Vanishing Snappet is a sea serpent, but is quite rare to see because of how deep in the ocean it lives. The most common sea serpent species is the sapphire-scaled jow of the epipelagic zone. A jow is a sea serpent with many pairs of small fins on its sides. Another species of jow is the jagged jow, sometimes referred to as the black jow. The jagged jow lurks in the mesopelagic zone, but sometimes raises into the epipelagic zone to hunt large schools of fish, itself sometimes becoming prey to the twin-jaw snappet. Twin-jaw snappet is another sea serpent that swims in the waters around Elorr, but also out in the Atlantic Ocean. It gets its name from its pharyngeal jaw, which it uses to hold on to struggling fish. On the southeastern coastline of Elorr, a small dragon is diving into the ocean to catch fish. This is the diving speartail, a small amphitheater with a spiked tail to catch fish from the water's edge, or it can dive down from the air to catch fish, a bit like a gannet or a cormorant on Earth. A few other amphitheater species include the velvet viper, which doesn't spew flame but instead has 2 long fangs to inject venom, and the searing skydagger, with flames and at a heat almost comparable to that of the green stinger. Next to talk about is the royal wyvern. The royal wyvern, also known as the Roxo esconder or Borogudo, is called that because of its purple scales, similar to the purple robes worn by royalty, and a shiny golden underside, seemingly like the hoards of treasure nobles keep hidden. Another very special wyvern is the Bialear. The Bialear, unlike most every dragon, has 4 wings like a dragonfly. This gives it extra mobility in the air. The Bialear can be found all across Bennta, but is most commonly found in the Darianian mountains. Other dragons that can be found in the mountains of Dar include the horrendous horn-laced Drathel, sometimes called the hideous horned Drathel, and the Darianian Speartail, no relation to the diving Speartail. The horn-laced Drathel has a frill of horns on its head and an array of spikes on its tail. The horns on its head don't seem to have a use. The horns on its tail can be detached and flung at whatever it perceives to be a threat, or a meal. The horn-laced Drathel also has a species that lives on Elorr, known as the Southern Drathel, that has a darker scale color and is larger. The Darianian Speartail is a large drake that uses its tail to spear prey. It blends into the Darianian mountainsides and waits to pounce on unexpected prey, or sleep for months without eating. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to be notified for when new information about Bennta is shared. And share this video with your friends to let more people know about Bennta. Remember to leave a comment down below to let me know what aspect of Bennta you would like to see next. Bye!